Good morning, everyone. A warm welcome to the ICF Delhi NCR chapter's LinkedIn Live session. Today's session is on Neuro-Linguistic Programming for coaching, and I'm delighted to be supporting this session. My name is Dia. I'm an ICF ACC coach and learning practitioner, and I am going to be supporting the session today. I'm delighted to be joined by our host, Dr. Amitabh Kumar. A warm welcome to you, Dr. Amitabh.
Thank you, Dia. Thank you for the introduction uh, let's start this session. Let's begin this session. Hello, everyone. Uh, uh, Very warm welcome to the ICF Delhi NCR LinkedIn Live session. Uh, Let me start with a simple reflection. And before that, let me ask you all, where are you joining from? You can just put your location in the comment. It'll be great to know. You can put maybe a one-liner about you and just where are you joining from. Thank you. So let me start with a simple reflection. In a coaching, uh, in a coaching, we often hear our clients say things like, "I feel stuck. I'm not confident enough. I know what to do, but I'm not doing not doing it." Or uh, there is a deeper question here when, as a coach, we listen carefully. What if the real story is not in what is being said, but in how it is being said? Because language shapes thinking, thinking shapes behavior, and behavior shapes results. And that's where neuro linguistic programming, NLP, becomes incredibly powerful. NLP allows us to go beyond content or patterns or meaning to internal representation. Okay, and today we are exploring exactly that intersection. What happens when coaching meets NLP? It's my absolute pleasure to introduce our guest today, Rajiv Sharma, an ICF PCC coach, ranked among the top 5 NLP thought leader by global gurus, an author and founder of NLP Limited. With over 35 years of experience, Rajiv has trained and crossed and coached 850,000 plus professionals, worked across 55 countries, and is ranked among top global thought leader in NLP. Rajiv, welcome. It's a privilege to have you with us today.
Thank you, Amitabh. It's an honor to join you and ICF family.
Thank you. Let's start by setting the foundation, Rajiv. For many coaches, NLP is intriguing, but sometimes misunderstood. How do you define NLP in the context of coaching?
Thank you, Amitabh, and bringing up this question as a foundation, and this will set the momentum for today. And let's understand this question in two folds: NLP, that is neuro-linguistic programming, and then we will link it to coaching. I hope it works for you.
Yes, of course.
Now, when people say NLP, that is neuro-linguistic programming, it is a practical approach to understand your thoughts, your language, and your behavior, and connect the all three. So connection here is very important between these three: your thoughts, your language, and your behavior, the way you conduct yourself. Very, very important. And the objective of this is to bring your best from inside out. So you put your best foot forward in everything that you do. That's the most important thing. And why it matters is because the programs you are running on, you never installed those programs consciously. You picked up those programs when you were growing. You picked up from environment, you picked up from your experiences, you picked up from your education. That is what we call 3 E's: experience, environment, and education. And now, why it is powerful for coaching? Because the clients, those who come to you, they are also running on similar programs. And those programs, they didn't install themselves. They are not even aware about those programs. So when you know NLP, you can spot those programs easily and you can help them overcome those beliefs which are not serving them any longer. So that is how NLP is connected to coaching.
So the next question comes into my mind is, what fundamentally changes in a coaching conversation when a coach brings NLP awareness into it?
Let me be frank here. Coaching doesn't just change, it transforms. It takes you from one level to another level. And I'll show you exactly how it works. Let's take an example. You get a client, he comes to you, and imagine, Amitabh, this client is talking to you. And he's going to say that, look, I cannot see my future in this role. Now, if I may ask you, what is the problem you spot here? Majority of people will come up with, oh, there is a career problem. He's facing a career issue at his current job. That is what majority of coaches will come up with. He needs career counseling. He needs career coaching. Now, a neuro-linguistic programming coach will not just see it as a career issue or a career challenge. He will spot it as a representational challenge. The challenge is not at a career level. It is actually the way the person is seeing it inside his mind. And where it is spotted from, because the words that the client used was, I see a challenge. The word is see. So he has already painted some kind of picture, which may be blur, which may be dark, which may not be there in his mind. Now, you as a coach, you will have to understand that image. What video, what image is he playing inside his mind? And when you decode that, you will actually bring it on surface. So look, I just now demonstrated 2 things to you: what a standard coaching practice is and what neuro-linguistic coaching practice would be, because people are beyond words. We are having our own vocabularies, but there is something going on inside us when we are using those words, when we are using that expression.
So we are going deeper as a coach who has experience with NLP, right?
Let me add something here quickly. So 3 things change. First is you begin to spot things beyond words. That is what I just told you in that. The second thing which changes is you become aware what is driving clients' behavior. And third thing, you operate at a subconscious level now. That is where the real change happens in the client.
That brings to the listening and pattern recognition kind of area in the focus. So when NLP talks about listening at multiple levels, as you were explaining, What does it mean to listen for patterns beneath words?
Absolutely. First of all, majority of people understand patterns like, okay, what we are repeatedly doing. Now, if I may ask you, Amita, what is a pattern for you?
Could be, for example, talking to anyone, going ahead and building good rapport and relationship with someone.
Absolutely. Now, let me take this to another level. Whenever somebody is communicating with you, two things are happening. There is the first message is the content that he's giving you. Then there is a structure behind that content. The way he's placing, the way he's weaving those words. And when I say structure, how you tell your story, how you narrate it. And normally, people delete a lot of information when they are speaking to you. Somebody will say, okay, they are the one, those who are doing it to me. They will not let me grow. Now, by the way, who is this they? Client has that they in his mind, but he is not communicating. He is not passing on that message to you. On the other side, the client may say now, okay, they have done this to me. He may give you the name, okay, maybe XYZ has done this to me. Now he has distorted, he has again removed this. What is that this? What has he done to you? And can somebody do to you anything without your permission? So that is where you get to the bottom of the iceberg. There is a lot of information is deleted, distorted, and journalized. Distortion, I'll give you one example. Okay, he has not responded. My manager doesn't like me. How do you know that your manager doesn't like you? Okay, he has not responded to my emails. Now, does it mean anybody doesn't who respond to your email doesn't like you? There is no distortion. Why you're distorting it? So you as a coach, you begin to understand the information which is being distorted, which is being deleted, which is being journalized, and then you start moving in the right direction. And that brings lot of change, the way you read people, the way you understand their sentences, the way they are expressing. You will dig out more information, relevant information from them.
So, can you share an example where noticing these patterns shifted the entire coaching conversation, and how coaching conversation can go?
Okay, so let me give you a real life example. I'm into business. I coach a lot of business people, entrepreneurs from many countries. Now, this example I'm sharing is about a sales director who is a sales director in the company, a large company. And normally the sales people operate with a lot of pressure. And you will see he's very successful, very sharp, very intelligent. And maybe he's listening to me now, I don't know. Now, he has been telling me several things in the same fashion, in the same manner. To achieve targets, he will say that like words like, I need to push harder. We need to achieve these targets. We need to do more work. We need to do more hours of work. I need to be tougher on my team. So, Amitabh, I asked him a simple question. And before I share that question to you, I would like to tell you there is a pattern in this. Can you spot the pattern? The way he has been discussing about his sales targets. The pattern is very simple. He is using statements like force, push, more, tougher. So that is the pattern he's talking about. So when we sat together and this is what he was discussing with me, I asked him a question. And that question was, what was the last time in your career you got results without you pushing it for so hard? You got results without pushing anything. And Amitabh, 15 seconds of silence. The guy he started thinking, genuinely calm. And then he said, he started with a very low tone. Actually, my biggest deal came out of relationship, not out of force and pressure. So what is the message you take out of it now? I asked him that, and he says, look, so I don't need to push people, I need to build relationships. I said, how will it apply to your own team now? The direction of the conversation changed. So when you talk about patterns, there is a structure behind it. And a lot of people feel the same. So what we need to do is we need to create those shifts in the thinking patterns of our clients. We need to spot those moments. And then the experiences will also shift. I can go on and on and on, and this can turn into a 2 days kind of workshop, or let's not get more deeper into this. Yes, next, we can move on. Yeah.
I think it's great to listening to you, Rajiv, and I'm sure people are people have joined from across the world. They're joining from Delhi, Pune, Atlanta, Nigeria, and all, and I'm sure they will be benefiting listening to you. It's for me, it's always great to have people like you on such kind of LinkedIn Live, and then learn with every such event. So, Rajiv, let's take this conversation a little further ahead about the segment where I would like to bring the area of trust and rapport building, which we do it through the NLP. So, how does NLP help coaches build deeper trust and rapport more quickly?
Thank you, Amitabh, for asking this, because trust is the foundation. It's a fundamental thing we need.
True.
And when I started learning NLP, I'll share with you, there was a transformation the way I started building trust. First message I would like to give you is, do more than what you promise. That builds trust. Do more than what you are paid for. Your clients will trust you. Saying is one thing and doing is another thing. There was a subtle shift in my language and my vocabulary also, which I teach my students all the time. Normally people tell other clients, trust me.
I think we lost you for a second, Rajiv.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Most people, most business people, most coaches tell their clients, trust me. So to trust you, you are shifting the responsibility on your client. So client is responsible to trust you. NLP took this away from me. And NLP turned it like this: I am trustworthy. So responsibility of keeping that trust is on me now.
Okay.
That subtle shift builds the entire relationship. So I'm trustworthy. You can trust me. Now the responsibility is on me to keep that trust. Having said that, now majority of people operate at a rapport building when they say, okay, body language, match the body language, match the words. Having researched this topic, because it is very important, two details. It's don't just treat rapport as a technique of NLP. It is a frequency you tune in. When you walk into a room to build a rapport, you have to tune into the frequency of the room now. When you talk to your clients, whether virtual or whether face-to-face, there is an exchange of energy between two of you. And you have to uplift the energy of the client. That is pacing and leading it comes into. That is highest degree of rapport building. When you work with great leaders, they will walk into the room and they will uplift the room, the energy in the room. That is pure NLP being used in action. And then on the other hand, some people will walk in and they will suck the energy of the room. So you have to understand that like rapport building is beyond matching and mirroring of body language, people. There are advanced skills in this, which many people have not explored. Because if we look into this universe, we are sending and receiving energy vibrations. So let's take rapport building to that energy level. Create that shift in the energy of the client. And that client keeps coming back to you again and again and again. And you give more than what you have promised to the client.
So rapport building at the energy level. Great. So thank you for sharing such beautiful
One more thing
insights.
comes to my mind. Maybe
Yeah.
can I add something here?
Yes, please, Rajiv. Yes. Go ahead.
You know, a lot of people see rapport building as a one level exercise. No, it's not like that. It is a continuous thing. And I have seen that a lot of people, they're okay. They're good to establish the initial rapport. But as they move on with the journey with the client, they are not able to continue the same rapport. I'm sure, Amitabh, you would have noticed that when the first day happens, the client is amazing and people are enjoying that conversation. But as the journey progresses, that rapport fades away. So this is something which I normally tell people, that rapport building is not something that you build once and you forget. You actually have to live that connection throughout your journey. Thank you for allowing me to speak this as well.
It was great. It was great. And the new question come to my mind with that where should coaches be careful while using NLP in building rapport? You can probably highlight few of the points there as well.
I will. Look, once you learn the technique, once you learn something new, you really want to experiment it. And when you experiment it, you are actually newbie in that area. So you will do it and the client will see that this is how he is doing it. So it is just like an artificial smile. And now when I'm quoting artificial smile, people will be able to spot. I would share with you, me and my wife, we were in Dubai last year. And last year, what we did was we stayed in a hotel and we used to walk through the lobby. And I used to see one guy on the floor, on the coffee floor, and the guy used to just show his teeth like this. And my wife told me that, look, I don't want to go that way. I says, why? He says, this guy shows teeth like this. And she used another route to go out. So I approached the guy. I asked him, why do you show your teeth like this? He said, I've been told to smile. So the first thing which coaches need to avoid, we need to keep it natural. It should not be artificial. Because clients are smart, they will spot it.
True.
It has to be subtle and natural, especially when it comes to rapport building. Now, see rapport building as a bridge, not as a cage. And when I say that, I would like to see, put it like this, that the client should feel safe with you. That is the whole purpose of building rapport.
True.
If the client is not safe, he will not share, he or she will not share what is going on inside that person. One more thing, the last thing, is that you have to say authentic. You have to stay real. Because, you know, matching somebody's language, matching somebody's behavior should be with a positive intention. It should be genuine. And you should also know what you have to match and what you don't have to match. And when it comes to energy level, when you spot somebody's energy is down, you don't operate from a higher energy. You go to their energy level and then you bring it up.
So rapport is also matching the energy level.
Absolutely. Not only matching, raising, uplifting their energy level.
Yes. And going with the purpose, positive purpose.
Absolutely.
True. Somebody's saying presence, not performance.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you are not, and what he means, what I understand from that is that you are not there to perform. And majority of coaches, I have seen that the mistake they make is they make it about themselves. It is actually about the client.
Yeah. Ravinder is saying timely delivery of any action builds rapport and trust also.
Absolutely. When you promise something, you deliver on time. And this we need to learn from companies like Amazon. They even beat that expectation. How? They'll promise you that we'll deliver in 4 days and they will deliver you in 2 days. Same thing can be applied in coaching.
Or any kind of service that we do.
Yes, I see a question coming from Anurag. Is rapport a perception-based tool? Who has the responsibility to change the perception? It lies with the leader, it lies with the coach. The people are building that perception because of something. And what is the cause for which they are building that perception? That is what you need to dig through.
Excellent. Thank you, Rajiv, for sharing such great perspectives. And Anurag's next comment is also, and perception may or may not mirror the actual one.
Perceptions are true because that's how people see you. You may not like it, you may not enjoy it, but that is your brand image in the market.
True.
You cannot challenge the perception, but you can build on it. You can move on it. You can take it to the next level. But moment you say this perception is not correct about me, right? Then you have some blind spots which you need to work on, because that is what people see and you don't see that.
True, true, true. So, moving from the perception, there is one more question. Rajiv, would you like to take it now, or maybe later on we can take a few more
As it goes,
questions?
we can take it now.
Okay, so there is a comment before the question from Anushri, identifying the patterns of one other person in terms of energy and belief. Who is our client helps in initiating the conversation with more awareness.
Amitabh, can you please expand this question? What have you understood from here?
Refine the patterns of the other person in terms of energy and beliefs. Who is our client helps in initiating the conversation with more awareness. Who is our client helps basically. What this is
I would put it like this here.
understanding the pattern. Yeah.
It's about patterns. People. The biggest challenge that we humans have is we are quick enough to look at the patterns of other people. And that's a wrong place to start with. First of all, we have to work on ourselves. You know, when we talk about applying neuro-linguistic programming, I normally encourage people to apply NLP on themselves first. You have to become the practitioners of NLP before you even give it to someone, before you start using it on someone. Amitabh? So we have to become the practitioner of NLP. You have to understand your own patterns first before you start looking at the patterns of other people. You have to first coach yourself. Yeah, I see one more question here. It is coming from Karan Kumar. How does ICF view role of NLP in coaching? I think this should come from somebody from ICF. But I working closely with ICF at the present level and other members also. I would put it like this: ICF it works with open arms. It is actually a knowledge body, regulatory body, and it is open to everything and anything that brings positive change, that brings that transformation in the journey of your clients. That's how I see it. Now, there are certain aspects of NLP which people question, and it is right to question. Look, every tool or technique, every toolbox is just like a knife. True. You can cut fruits with that. You can cut vegetables with that, but you can also harm someone else.
True.
So NLP is so powerful that you can harm other people. You can manipulate. The word is that.
True. So to add to that, as Rajiv said, yes, ICF doesn't define the methods. Methods you can use. Absolutely. Anyone, like NLP could be one of the method, or any other method you can use. However, main purpose is to deliver the coaching for the purpose of benefiting the client to reach his or her
Absolutely.
Potential. Right. So let's go back to where we were, Rajiv, in the conversation about NLP. And one of the most powerful aspects is reframing and belief change. Okay. So reframing is often used in NLP. How can coaches use it responsibly?
I like the word responsibly. I really appreciate you putting that word here in the middle of it, right? Yeah. You know why? Because reframing is one of the most powerful techniques or instruments I'll call in NLP, along with others, many others. And it is also most misused. When I use the word misused, I mean somebody comes up with a problem and you tell that person, let me reframe it for you. You are telling yourself, let me reframe it. Look at the brighter side. That's not reframing. Because brighter side will be having a different meaning to you and it will be different for that other person.
Meaning, right?
And there is a word somebody used for this in one of the conferences. They called it toxic positivity. So don't dismiss the client's pain, what he's passing through, just by telling him that, oh, you need to look at the brighter side of it. No, no, no. And Amitabh, nothing means anything in the world unless you label it. These words are meaningless because they don't have any meaning by themselves. We attach a label to that. If a client tells us, I lost my biggest contract, my career is at stake. Now they have chosen a frame of disaster. So we as a coach don't need to say, oh, don't worry, if next contract will come. No, 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 don't do that. You as a coach, you need to ask, okay, so in this situation, what is one thing that you're learning? What is your learning at this point of time? Whatever you are passing through, what is your message? And next, you may ask that person, what are the new possibilities where you see the doors opening, which were not open earlier? So those are the things that we touch in reframing. We need to go to a deeper level. And clients should reframe for themselves. We should not reframe for them. It's very, very important, people, that the clients we coach, they have to discover their own frame. And that is the key. And we are nobody to impose meaning on that. A lot many times, I have been through my ACC, my PCC, in the coaching pattern where I was learning from my coach. He used to bring up things, okay, what does this mean? What does this mean? And I used to ask, okay, why do we ask this? And Amitabh, I'm sorry to say that, but he told me, no, that is the format, just follow it.
Okay.
Later on, when I created an amalgam of NLP and coaching, I got to know why we ask clients, what do you mean by that? Because client may have his own meaning attached to that particular word, which may be quite different from mine.
Yes. True.
Simple word, the client says that I want to be successful. So what does success mean for you? Because it's a generic word. What it may mean for me may not mean for you.
Exactly.
But it is not about the format here. It is actually about understanding the thinking, how my client is thinking. Where is he?
So as a coach, we need to just inspire them to reframe themselves, their verdicts themselves.
Absolutely, because they understand their problem better than me.
True.
I walk in as a platform. I walk in as an instrument. And my job is to create more choices for them, which they could not see at that point of time.
Right.
My job is not to limit their choices or to impose my choice on them. No, not at all. And when you build more choices, again from this only, like I'll put it like this, there is, normally it is said, coach the person, not the problem.
Not the problem.
It comes from NLP. Yeah. Amitabh, over to you.
Okay, so thank you for sharing about reframing and what a coach should
One more thing is
do.
going to be about reframing. I want to give 3 solid points
Okay,
on
okay,
reframing.
go ahead.
In reframing, the first thing, Amitabh, what matters is the timing. Do not reframe while somebody's processing the information. Because I've seen coaches, they start reframing quite early, at early stage. So timing matters. Then I'll use this word, think in tandem, think parallelly, and co-create the reframe. You know, your coaching conversation is not complete unless you have co-created something.
True.
Third most important thing, don't dismiss the original experience of the client. You don't know what they are going through.
Okay. Okay, so let's move to the next part of this area, which I was started with the belief change. Okay, how does
Mhm.
NLP help in working with limiting beliefs more effectively?
Let me understand your question correctly. First of all, we are talking about limiting beliefs here, right? And how can NLP help move you
Help.
out from that limiting belief, right?
Yes, yes.
Before we talk about limiting belief, let's talk about belief.
Okay.
Where are they coming from?
Our learnings
How,
are,
how do you build these belief systems? Yes, Amitabh, you want to say something?
yeah, belief system, in my view, is like core of, or maybe if we consider ourselves a metaphor of a tree, the roots
Mhm.
are where the belief systems are, and how we accumulate is from our childhood, from the environment, from wherever we are growing, from wherever we are learning. So across, all across, we develop some kind of belief system.
Absolutely. These beliefs, I would tell you in the current scenario, we need to question them in a brutal manner.
True.
You may not be knowing that these beliefs, these patterns may be blocking your growth. And our beliefs should also evolve as we are moving in the life. You gave me an example of tree. Yes, we have roots, we have values, but we are not a tree. Tree is stationary, stuck at one place. We are
Yeah.
not. So it's very important to understand that Where are my beliefs coming from? And majority of people, like, they would not know. I am from Himachal, a village in Himachal. Yeah, I see Anushri writing environment and experience. Absolutely. Environment changes. Experiences should not hold us back. The experiences are not one-sided affair. It is double-sided. And I normally tell people uh, when I work with them is that we are actually a soul passing through human experience. And coaching, as we are creating experience for our clients, we are also creating experience for ourselves. And Amitabh, in this experience sharing, what kind of experience would people like to create? We all would like to create great experiences. Am I not correct?
True.
I want to have happy experiences. I want to have experiences, wonderful experiences. Now, I want to have that experience. This world operates on boomerang, principle of boomerang. What you give comes back to you.
It's back to you.
So you have to give those experiences to other people what you want to get for yourself. And when you, Amitabh, you will give those experiences to other people, those experiences which you are giving, good ones, great ones, are bound to come back to you.
Yeah, thank you.
We have
That's
not
kind of,
finished with the reframing and with the belief systems, though.
yeah,
But if
yeah.
you, in the interest of time, I think we should watch time also. We should have some time for audience, their questions as well.
Yeah, we have about 3 4 more minutes to go. So we can go deeper and deeper because these concepts are so deeper. I think you have rightly said earlier that it may go for 2 days of session. So yes, I'll share your email address and contact information and LinkedIn profile as well to everyone. So anyone, if you have more questions, yes, you can reach out to Rajiv and seek his help or seek his guidance or seek his comments on your questions. Rajiv, on belief, would you like to add maybe 1 or 2 points on working with limiting beliefs? And then I'll have one more question to you, and then we'll go and
Sure.
open for a few more questions from the client,
Yeah.
from the audience. Yes.
On limiting beliefs, I would bring it here. Like, we need to separate two things: the person and the belief. So don't see the person as he's the full belief. No, no, no. He's the person, right?
Yeah.
And his belief systems, his identity, his
Yeah.
behavior has to be separated.
True.
And once you
True.
separate that, then you will be able to treat that person fairly. And
True.
Amitabh, all leaders, all managers, they need to be coaches, and they
Yeah.
need to be operating at a level, right, where they can practice neuro-linguistic programming.
True. True. And as I understand, yes, because if we do not separate person with the beliefs, we'll be anyway judging the person, isn't it? Okay, so one of the biggest challenge in the coaching is clients gain insight, right? And but don't always take action. So my question to you, Rajiv, is how does NLP help bridge the gap between awareness and action?
Amitabh, thank you for asking this. And this is my body of work. I specialize in this. Organizations across the globe hired me for this work because I created a model called MARK: mindset, action, repetition, and knowledge. A lot of people, they think very good, but they are not able to translate those thoughts into actions. They have great insights. When you work with a client, you give great insights. They come up with great ideas, but do they take action on that? That is where the disconnect is. And when they don't take action, they don't see result. When they don't see result, they say that coaching failed.
True.
So this mark model, more than 10,000 people like I've worked with, especially on coaching areas, they are practicing mark. There is a book called Mindset is Everything. I do not agree. It is not. Mindset is the beginning. Action is everything. And a lot many times when you take actions, your mindset also changes.
You gain new experiences on the way.
Become a mark practitioner, I would say that, who can empower people to move from mindset to action. And one action will not get you result, by the way. You need to turn that action repeatedly. You need to do it over and over again. If a action which is getting you result, do it again and again. Make it into your habit with repetition. Do it for 10,000 hours. Go to the mastery level. And then you will come up with your own body of knowledge that this works and this does not. So become a mark practitioner there. Use it, and it is free. It is available on internet.
Thank you. Smart model, yes. I will be happy to go in deeper. I think all of us must go through it and learn about it. So, what are some simple NLP-based practices coaches can start using immediately as a takeaway from today's session?
Number one, start looking at the messages that your client is giving you, one in terms of content, and the second in terms of structure. What structure are they giving you? So observe, watch for sensory language, see, look, understand those words. What is the meaning of that word? What does it mean to your client? Very important. Challenge certain generalizations they create. They create some, okay, it happened in past, it will happen in future. Future is never, ever the indicator, like, okay, where the past was. The dynamics of the business, of the environment, geopolitical situation is changing every day. And there is one more challenge which coaches need to overcome. And it is very important, people. You can't give others what you don't have.
True.
If you are scattered, you can't give clarity. So coaches need to work at their own level. Coaches need to work on themselves. And that is what the biggest thing ICF says, that you continue to work on yourself. So I would encourage all coaches listening to us, all managers, leaders listening to us, continue to work on yourself, people.
Thank you. Continue to work on yourself. Yes, that's very important. Rajiv, in the interest of time, as we are reaching to the closing of the session, we have about 6 minutes. So we can take 2-3 questions. And one question, yeah, you're saying something.
Yeah. Let me reframe this, because there has to be a live demo of something. We are not coming to closing of the session. We are coming to opening of the new era or new phase.
Thank you for reframing that. So, first question is coming from Deepika. In NLP, lot of role of energy and body language versus the spoken words. What are
Mhm.
your comments?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Look, all these are connected.
Mm-hmm.
Your body, and then your soul, your spirit, your mind. So all these are linked together. Mind is like you have to have a healthy mindset. Your mindset has to be at a different level. You don't have to get challenged by the hurdles that you face. Then body is very important because the way you place your body, physiology, that creates the perception. Amitabh?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Thank you.
yeah, body is very important. And then your soul, the way you are integrating, like I said that we are a soul, we all are souls passing through human experience. So they
Mm-hmm.
all are integrated together. It's very important.
Integrated.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. The next question comes from Nupur. She's asking, how does one transform a turbulent or closed off energy to a more stable, calm, and accepting energy?
Nupur, thank you for asking this wonderful question. Nupur, there is a saying, lead by example. Lot many things you cannot coach if you are not demonstrating that in your coaching sessions to your clients. Amitabh, do you see it here? So you have to demonstrate that to your coachee in a session. You have to be cool. You have to be calm. Your energy has to be open,
Yeah,
more stable,
true.
and it doesn't come just like that. There is lot of research, and you will have to do a lot of work on yourself.
And practice.
That's absolutely become the practice. Coaching is not teaching. Coaching is practicing. You have to be a
Yeah,
coach practitioner.
true. Thank you. Thank you, Rajiv. Uh, there are three rapid round that I would like to put to you, Rajiv, at the end. So, one NLP concept every coach should learn first.
Start practicing NLP by yourself.
Biggest
Just
myth about NLP.
it is manipulative. That's what they say, and it is not. If it is manipulative, then what is influence? If it is manipulative, what did your parents do to you? Or what is your spouse doing to you, or spice doing to you? So it don't see it as a manipulation. Manipulation is only when you're not looking at the interest of the other person. I'll give you three things here in manipulation. Manipulation goes away when you're using these three principles. One is, number one is consent of the other person. Second thing is intent, your own intent. And third thing is giving them more what they are looking for. That there is no manipulation.
Thank you. And this one last question is not only for you, Rajiv, it's for everyone. NLP in one word. You all the audience, you can also put your comment in the comment
Let's see
section.
what is
Yes.
coming. Let's see what is coming. Yes. Let's see what are people saying. NLP in one word.
So somebody's saying rich. Somebody's saying uh, connection.
Okay. Yes. What else?
So I think people are still writing. What's in
Am I
understanding
also
yours?
allowed to give am I also allowed to
Yes,
give one word?
yes, yes, of course.
I'll call it lifestyle, because the
Lifestyle.
way you
Very
think, the
nice.
way you speak, and the way you conduct yourself is your lifestyle. So go
Nice.
and change your lifestyle, elevate it.
Lifestyle. Go and change your lifestyle. Use NLP in day
Elevate,
to day.
elevate, not change. Go and transform your lifestyle. Go and elevate it. So can you people write lifestyle so I can see that my message has reached you. Okay, awesome. I
Yeah.
can see lifestyle now coming up.
Understanding. Yeah. Nupur is saying understanding.
Yeah, definitely. Let people
So,
make their own messages.
yes.
Self exploration is, I like this. What Ashima has written. This is very good. And Abhinav says NLP is equal to influence. Absolutely. Anushri says anchoring.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Absolutely.
So,
Thank you, Yomita.
so thank you, Rajiv, for such a rich and insightful conversation. If I were to summarize today's discussion, three ideas stands out. One, the coaching is not just about listening to words, it's about listening to patterns. Change doesn't happen at the level of advice, it happens at the level of meaning. And the third, NLP, when used ethically, can deepen awareness and accelerate transformation. For all of us as coaches, the invitation is simple, not to use NLP as a tool, but to develop it as a way of seeing, listening, and understanding, as Rajiv said, lifestyle. To everyone who joined us today, thank you for being part of this conversation. If there is one thought I want to leave you with, it is this: the quality of your coaching depends on the quality of your listening. And sometimes the most powerful shift happens not in what the client says, but in what the coach is able to notice and listen. Thank you once again. See you in our next ICF Delhi NCR session next weekend. Thank you, everyone. And please
Thank you.
join us in the Raga too. And thank you, Rajiv, for joining and making this event very insightful. Thank you so much. We'll certainly like to meet you and see you at the Raga 2, where you're joining us from the from Dubai. I think you're right now in Nigeria, right?
I am
Lagos.
right in Lagos, yes. I'll
Okay.
be
So
flying to Dubai
Rajiv,
on 29th and then to Delhi.
very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Rajiv.
Thank,
And thank
thank
you,
you.
everyone, for joining from across the world. So let's adios to all of you. Bye. Namaste.